Hello, and today this is the tutorial on how to fix the pivot points if they do end up changing on you. So, as you can see, there's this thing, a blade right here. Seems okay. Alright. Now, this, yeah, it seems fine too. Okay, so if we were to create a blueprint of this, like so, let's just do it _BP. These names on this is going to change before submission, by the way, as well. And so we made this static mesh. We're going to go ahead, if you don't do this, you're going to have some troubles when setting up. So put it as no collision for now until you can get everything taken care of and positioned, and then go to custom once you finish getting everything positioned. This is the settings that you will need: visibility and camera to ignore. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just keep it like that. And then we'll go into our content browser, a third person, meshes, nope, not there. Blueprints, there we go, blueprints. And we'll go into here to the viewport, and we're going to go ahead and go back to our sword folder here. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Nope. Okay, can't apply that there. So let's go ahead and create blueprint _BP. There's a sword blade. Now, but if I click on this, now I want to, no wait, never mind. I'll go ahead and make sure this has, see, this says block all right here. That's definitely not what we need. We're going to hit ignore, block all, visibility, camera, compile, and we're going to go ahead and hit pawn. Or, well, no, let's make it world dynamic. There we go. Yeah, world dynamic. And so we have our third person character right here. And we're going to, where's this blueprint that we just made? Here it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab this, slap it into our character. You get this. Your pivot point is way over here. It needs to be right there in the center. Right there in the center, right there. Dead center. As close as you can. Alright. So we're going to go back to this. We're going to hit show pivot point. Your pivot point's way down here. All you need to do is you click on the well, you can't click on the object, it's already selected. So you go to here, which one is it? Build settings, sections, mesh, import settings, transform, import transform. So import settings is where you need to be. So if it's dropped down, go ahead and open it up. Open everything in it. Open up the transform. Get over to your pivot point in your camera view. So you might need to change your camera speed every time. I don't know why it doesn't stick. So here's your pivot point. Go ahead and watch and learn. Learn, my friends. Learn. Let's do -100. Push save, re-import. Oh, that just turned down. Let's do -1000. Boom. See, now we're too low. So now we gotta go back. So -800. And then we re-import, sorry about that. Negative 500. Let's get higher. Getting closer. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit. And so, slow this back down. And then you just start playing with the numbers. Just keep re-importing until it's there. Let's do 300. Oh, that's too high. I forgot to put the negative. There we go. Negative 100. Okay, that's going the wrong way. So negative 200. So negative 400, not negative 300. Okay, so negative 350. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So you get what I'm saying. That's where that one needs to be for the both blades. Okay. Now I'm going to show you where each piece needs to go. Since now I have taught you how to play with those those positions, the X, Y, and the Z. You just do the same until, actually I forgot to show you one last thing. Let's speed this up a little bit. Once you slow this back down so I can get it right in position, you can also hold down right click and use WASD to move up, down, left, right. Try and line this up dead center with your screen. Sometimes they'll mess up if you turn too fast, so be careful. Right there. Okay, about right there is where everything needs to be. Right on top of this point on the center of that blade, okay, that I showed you a few moments ago. Now, that same thing applies to the other pieces as well. So, for the handle, I haven't changed all the materials yet, bear with me. That pivot point needs to be about right here. But once you set that pivot point on the handle and you slap it into your character, it should fix everything, but it'd be safe to go through it all the pieces anyways. The next piece is one of these top and bottom rings. It's going to be right there in the center, right here on the top. Then you're going to go down and make sure that bar graph goes dead center of this, about right there. Maybe a little bit lower, about right there where that black little spot is, right there. So that's where that one would go. And let's see, is there any other pieces? Yes, there's this one. This one is basically the same thing as the blade. It's going to be dead center right here. Alright, and the leather. The leather, there we go, beautiful leather, will be about right in between the seam. Wait. Right here. About right here. About halfway both ways. Both ways meaning this way and this way. Alright. And I think I covered all the pieces included in this. Some of them are just, each piece had to be individual for scaling purposes and for coding purposes. And once you slap all this into the character, to slap it into the character, you'll take this instead. Just imagine this is the handle. You put the handle on first, then you'll put the blades on next. Well, not the blades. Well, yeah, you can put the blades on next, and then you can put all the other whole pieces on next, so long as they're all separated from the blades. But the blades, everything needs to be attached. So instead, whenever you have here, watch this. I'll get another one. Let's pick this handle. Swap that. Swap that. This needs to be attached to this. So, and then the handle needs to be attached to the mesh. And then say you have a hole. Detach. Then you drop here to attach. And that's how you put it all together, and then you just line it all up. Of course, the pivot points are broken on this, so that's not going to work very well. But you just line it all up with your character. Then you go into your mesh, double click on this skeletal mesh right here. Add a socket. Weapon. Handle. So that's going to be right there. Go ahead and slow this down. And you're going to put this right in the palm of his hand. Close that is. Too close. Let's put it right about there. About right there. Perfect. Okay. Then you can right click it, add preview, handle. Where is the handle? It's probably underground. Hold on 1 second. There it is. It was underground. This is a little fast. Turn off snapping on everything. It'll be your friend. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. Much easier. Grab this little ball. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. You just line it up in here. Might be a little big still. Too small. If you have a DPI settings on your mouse, that might help too with scaling. And then open handle. Oops. You can also rotate it. Voila. All you would need to do is just mess with your fingers. And you click save. Preview animation, third person auto run. Still in his hand. Nice. Go into here. Let's go ahead and delete this. Since we did that, I can actually show you. Set actions, create blueprint, handle, underscore BP. Compile. Third person. Delete that. Delete that. And then we're going to go back to our content, blueprints. Delete that one. And then we'll drag this into third person mesh. As you can see, it's over there. Because our pivot point's not fixed on this one, I never fixed this one, so we gotta play around with it. Now you see how that camera is moving? This is where it comes into play, where you go back over to collision settings. Where is it for this one? I think it's actually within this. Static mesh. Scroll down. This is where you apply all your colors. Block all. You want this as as custom, and do that. Push compile. Third person. Now our camera don't move. Go ahead and rotate this. Move it down. Move it over. Now it's on his head. It's good. Close. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here because once I scale this down, it's going to move. A little too far. Just grab this little ball, put it right here. Come forward. Go over. Come forward. Come over. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And you would just do the same thing here. Just line it up and scale it. And then after that, you do the same thing to every other piece. The big blades will go right here, and you will go inside. It's best to do this when it's massive. So let's change this back to 1, 1, 1. Increase my speed real quick. Okay, so it's better to do this when this is massive because you can actually align everything better. Everything needs to be flush with the ends of their holes. You can do this, see the flushing right here. Everything needs to be flush with that for the sides. And same thing with the tops. It needs to be flushed with this line. Alright, enjoy your assets and you have a good day.